Hello. So today what we're going to talk about is a one and done. It's a way to show what you know, even if you've kind of gotten behind on being able to complete the full projects. Um, so what I called it is kind of silly, the one and done, but hopefully it'll kind of stick in your brain and help you to get through it. Um, so that way you can show what you know, get your credit, and be good to go. So how do you do this? So here's a PowerPoint version of it. It doesn't have to be a PowerPoint. It could be an essay, but the point of it is you're taking pretty much like the research project from 4A and you're making it about all the units that are in 4A itself. So that means that each of your subtopics is actually a unit in the actual class itself. So if you've already done the project for, let's say, Unit 1, then you don't need to do the slide that's for Unit 1 or the paragraph that's for Unit 1. So you only have to do this for the one that you have not completed that unit to show what you know from it. All right. Big thing though is this is the minimum. Okay, what I'm going to show you will get you like a 60% across the board, but it's not going to give you 100%. You have to go above and beyond to show what you know, because seeing that you're not doing the project that was given, this is, like you have to kind of go above and beyond to get further than that 60% mark of the minimum, showing that you do get it. This is that minimum piece. All right, so what you would do here is you would write your name, of course, and then the introduction slide, you choose the topic. And so here's some of the examples of topics that I came up with. It doesn't mean that it has to be the one that you use, but you want to have something kind of similar to it. Importance of learning English, and then you'll be able to use the units to kind of back it up. Importance of English 4A as a class overall. Importance of learning about British and world literature, which is what our class is all about. How the concepts of the past are used or are important now. So this topic is what every single one of these units, you're going to come back to it and explain why that is important. So that's why it's important to choose one that you can refer back to it every single unit, regardless of what it's about. All right, then you've got the hook is the main required piece on a slideshow. If you are doing an essay instead, you want to have like the hook, the bridge, the thesis statement as your introduction paragraph. In slideshows, you get to do the bare minimum, right? You only get a 60% for the bare minimum, but this allows you to like engage the audience in that first slide. So the easiest way to do that is a question. So if I said like the importance of learning English, my question could be, why do you think it's important to learn English? Easy breezy, right? If you're doing the other pieces, you want to do like the thesis statement states the topic and the three, or more subtopics. So if you're doing every single one of these units, then there's going to be more than the three, right? In 1 to 2 sentences. And the bridge is getting from maybe that question that you asked or whatever it is you said to get the reader's attention to the thesis statement. So like if you ask a question, maybe you answer the question as your bridge, and then you actually talk about what you're going to talk about without referring to the slideshow or the essay. The next level. All right. Next piece to it are these unit pieces themselves. So I wrote on here for the English 4A what the units are as far as their main ideas that we covered in the class. So Unit 1's about epic heroes and battles. Unit 2 is about the Wife of Bath's tales, which is within the Canterbury Tales, that kind of thing. So what you're going to do is you're going to find evidence about that unit, about that importance of it. Like if I decided to go with importance of learning English, period, right? So what would be important about epic heroes and their battles for learning English? And so I would go and find evidence, and then I would actually say why that evidence is important. Do it again for a second piece of evidence, why that evidence is important, and then make sure it's connected to the main topic if I didn't already do it in the importance above. Okay, so you don't have to do the connection if you already connected it to it in that importance piece. The thing that gets missed often, though, is you have to put in the in-text citation here. Okay, so it has to come after that evidence piece. So that way you do not have issues saying, this is where I got it from. If you get it from the class lessons, then do, English 4A class or OLS. That works. If you're doing it from like maybe the link that I sent you, which is that all-in-one fund that I gave you, this is what it looks like here. You can literally go to each of the ones like the orientation and getting to know you doesn't have to be part of it. That's just something so I get to know you, right? The multi-step research project, this would be a piece of it because you may want to learn about the different, steps that needs to be taken so you can review over and make sure it's good to go. But this stands in as that full project whenever you submit it. For each of the unit projects, there's one for each of them as well. So 1.01, talk about those epic heroes, right? We've got 2.01, which is about the Canterbury Tales. 4.01 about the sonnets, and then 9.01, which is either Hamlet or Sherlock Holmes. And whenever you click into one of these, it will actually take you to a place where you've got all the different possible help that I could think of to give you. So whether or not it's like the text itself, the spark notes that help you to understand it better. They even have a graphic novel, which I think is amazing. There's a full audiobook. There's Shakespeare at a Glance. There's the playlist. There's the study guide. There, you get what I'm going for. There's the videos. Most of it is focused on Hamlet because that was the big, like, what it was started with, right? And then there is the option of the Sherlock Holmes story. So you've got the PDF here, which, you choose only one of the stories out of those. And then you tell me, what was important about it. Why did you need to learn it? The way we focused on it is we talked about it like it's an investigation as crime scenes investigators. So you could talk about it like that if you so choose. So the options are there for you to decide how you want to go about it, all that kind of stuff. Once you have your two pieces of evidence, you would make sure you do the in-text citation, you do the importance, you connect it to the main topic. So if my example were about sunshine and roses, and find an evidence that said, sunshine is very important to learning English because blah, 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 right? And tell where I got the information from. That kind of thing. It can be a quote, it can be a summary. The choice is yours. Some people like to just put all this together and make it into one paragraph. If you're doing it essay style, this would be all a paragraph with like a topic starter sentence, like what that paragraph's going to be about. You do the same thing for each of the units that you have not completed the project for. And then you get to the conclusion and it's coming back to which one of these did you choose. So if I did importance of learning English, I'd say in summary, it is important to learn English because blah, 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 blah. Connecting the main pieces there that were important enough to be repeated, right? And then we've got the works cited page. So this will help you with the in-text citations as well. So you can click on it. It'll also help you make the full works cited page, which would be where you put the full citation with, author's name, the name of the company or the name of the article, the web address, that kind of stuff. This will help walk you through those steps. So hopefully this was helpful to you. And if you, of course, need help, come on into Open Help, or of course you can reach out, email, call, text, Skype, and there's even the one-on-one scheduler. So I hope to hear from you soon and good luck. You can do this.